Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Mighty Spice Recipe, and today we'll be talking about the basic unit of life, cells. Like I said, cells are the building blocks of life. They are very tiny and there are 70 trillion cells inside our body. Every living organism is made up of cells such as a bird or a shark. Robert Hooke in 1665 discovered tiny little quote-unquote blocks of cork under a microscope. Today we call those cells. To get started with the basics of cells, we're going to be talking about the cell theory. The cell theory was discovered by Matthias Jacob Schiltgen in 1839, and it stated that all living organisms are made up of one or more cells. Cells are the structural and functional building blocks of life. And the third one, cells derive from pre-existing cells. This helps tell you what cells are and what they do. Since we know a little more about cells, now we will be talking about the things that are inside the cell. The things that are inside the cell help the cell do certain functions. We will be starting on the nucleus. The nucleus is known as the headquarters of the cell because it contains something called DNA, which contains all your characteristics, like how tall you will be and what color of eyes you will get. The endoplasmic reticulum is known as the hallway for the cell, as it is divided into two parts, the rough ER and the smooth ER. The rough ER is rough in appearance, and it is also rough because it contains something called ribosomes in it, which is another cell organelle that we will talk about. While the smooth ER is smooth in appearance, and it helps make something called lipids, which is fat. Ribosomes are tiny cell organelles that help make protein for the rest of the cell to eat. The Golgi apparatus helps package proteins, lipids, and carbohydrates, and they help send them off to other cells to eat. Vacuoles are organelles that act like the storage rooms for the cell, and they store mostly water and other stuff for the cell. Lysosomes are organelles that contain enzymes that help break down organic material. The cell membrane and cell wall are boundaries for the cell, as the cell membrane is in animal cells and is a light coating and lets certain things get in and out, while the cell wall is in plant cells and is a tougher boundary. So that's why animals feel softer than plants. Peroxisomes help break down long chains of fatty acids, which are also called lipids, and they also help digest alcohol. The mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell and helps create energy for the cell. Now, since we know some things that are inside the cell, now we can talk about the differences between animal cell and a plant cell. Number one is that plant cells have a cell wall and a cell membrane, while animal cells have only a cell membrane. Number two is that plant cells have an extra organelle called chloroplast, which helps in photosynthesis, while animal cells don't. Number three is that plant cells have a large central vacuole, bigger than animal cell vacuole. So those are the differences. Cells are divided into two subcategories, eukaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells are cells that have membranes over its organelles, such as the nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, etc., while in a prokaryotic cell, there are no membranes-bound organelles, so the DNA is free-flowing inside the cell. The first type of cells came from prokaryotes about 3.5 billion years ago. Cilia and flagella are substances that help cell move. Cilia are tiny substances, but there are a lot of them. And flagella, they are very long, but there are very little of them. Those two help the cell move. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you had any questions or recommendations for my channel, please put them down in the comments. Anyways, if you liked it, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!